Good day, everyone. I am Elise Hoxon. I am an 8th grade student from Shan, and I will be the representative for our school, and I will be giving a speech about what you should do before, during, and after a typhoon. But before that, let me tell you a story about a family whose home was one of the 40,000 houses that was submerged in the floodwaters during Typhoon Ondoy. This is our Ondoy story. It was the 27th of September. I just turned 1 year and 4 months last 23rd. It was pouring really hard outside. Our compound was noisy with news from each other's television. Mommy was busy preparing our tuna pasta for our lunch. My daddy Jeff didn't go to work because Mommy told him not to. Mommy was arguing with Mama Beth. She asked her not to go out because of the weather. She insisted and went out anyway. We all thought that it was going to be just a normal day. And so we thought. Mommy was resting on our sofa when the news on our television echoed loudly in our house. The news anchor said that the Marikina River was overflowing. The nearby subdivision was already submerged in water. No one thought that our place would be next. But in less than an hour, everything else took a different turn. My Mama Beth came rushing inside our house. She was soaking wet and shaking. She said that she is lucky that someone helped her from the flood. She was stranded and she had to walk from Marikina Bayan to her house because there were no jeepneys or tricycles on the road. Mommy said that she was so grateful that Mama Beth was safe. Someone was shouting outside. They were telling us to move our furniture upstairs. Mommy said that they didn't believe it at first but gave in afterwards because of the scene in the news. Mommy and Daddy Jeff brought up my crib first, then the TV, stove, small cabinet, plates, glasses, and utensils. Good thing we had a second floor. Unfortunately, it wasn't big enough that they can't bring up the big ones like a refrigerator, washing machine, and sofa, which are also very heavy. Mommy said it is also a blessing that I was breastfed that time because we don't have a lot of food. She wasn't able to prepare supplies because they couldn't go to the supermarket. Had a big emergency light, 1 container of water, canned goods, and snacks. My Nanay Elong was praying together with Mama Beth as Mommy was taking care of me and Daddy Jeff was watching the water almost halfway our stairs. There was a battery-operated radio blasting news reports. Their cell phones are also fully charged and they've tried to contact my Mama Nelly who was living 2 subdivisions away from us. Their plan was to go to the roof if the rain doesn't stop. At past 6 p.m., after 24 hours, the rain finally stopped. The next morning, when the flood subsided, everything was submerged in mud. There was no water and no electricity. Our whole community was cleaning the whole day. There are long lines in the grocery and ATM. It was like a very bad dream, but we are still very glad to have survived that day. After that day, we learned that you should always be prepared for whatever might happen. And I want to share what we learned about what you should do before, during, and after a typhoon. First, you have to create an emergency typhoon plan and have a supply kit. Keep it in an accessible location. Second, listen to weather updates and advisories. Keep an eye out for evacuation alerts and preparations in your area. And lastly, examine the state of your home and make any required repairs. Maintain your calm and remain inside your home or the evacuation center. Turn off the primary utility switches for water and electricity. In the event of an emergency or a power outage, have a flashlight or a lamp nearby. Keep away from potential hazards such as glass windows. And lastly, listen to the news on a battery-powered radio. Wait for officials to declare that it is safe to return to your homes. Keep out of harm's way. Allow space for rescue and emergency personnel. Use considerable caution when undertaking house repairs. Before turning on the power, ensure that there are no damp or submerged outlets or appliances. Always remember, it is better to be prepared and safe than sorry. Thank you for listening. God bless us all.